Welcome to this video tutorial where I'll be explaining how to play your left hand note. Now most beginners, because they know if they're playing a C here, they'll try to duplicate it on their left hand and play another C chord. When they go to the F, they'll play another F chord. When they play the G, they play another G chord, and then back to C. That's pretty not too bad, but it could be better. Instead of having a C and another C, why duplicate what you're playing? Why not play something different on your left hand? Now I'm going to show you a very simple rule which will help you play something different on your left hand while still playing that C chord. Basically, the rule states that the lower down you go down a keyboard, the more spaced out your notes must be, or your fingers must be more spaced out. Basically, all this means is when you play notes together lower down on a keyboard like this, it's so deep and so low that the notes are very muddy. It's different from playing up here where it's very clean. So when you go further down a keyboard, try to space out the notes. So instead of playing your C and your E and your G next together, you can play them as C, your E, and your G. That's a lot more better than having C, E, G like this, which doesn't sound at all nice. So that's the rule in short. C, E, G. But for most people, they might find it's a bit of a stretch to play it this way. There's two reasons why it probably is hard to play it this way. The first thing is some people complain that their fingers are short, but the real reason is people are not used to playing it this way. And if you practice every day, this won't be as hard as it seems. But if you still feel that this is too much of a stretch, you can just play just a C and a G and another C. And if we were to take it to the numbering system, which I've explained in earlier videos, this will be your 1, your 5, and your 1, or your 9, sorry, your 8, 1, 5, 8, or 1, 5, 10. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 5, 10. So whatever chord you will be playing here on your right hand, you can play the 1, 5, 8 of that chord or the 1, 5, 10 of that chord. So if we're in a C, this is the 1, 5, 8, 1, 5, 10 of that chord. If we were to go to F, we'll play the 1, the 5, and the 10 for F. It's 1, 5, 10, remember, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, when we play the F, we use the F scale. So the F will be the 1 in the F scale. Or you can play the 1, 5, 8, which is, that is if you can't stretch that far. When we go to a G chord, we play the 1, the 5, and the 8 again, or the 1, 5, 10. So play whichever sounds better to you. And another tip which I'll probably just tell you now is, instead of playing as a block, it's better to play slow worship songs such as Amazing Grace and play the notes one after the other. It creates a continuous sound coming out, and also it makes the music kind of like flow and create a better atmosphere. So instead of Amen, you can play Amen. This is called arpeggiating because you're playing the chord but one note at a time. So you can actually play the whole song with simple chords and make it sound nice just by the feel, the way you're playing the notes. So for example, sing, just arpeggiating chord, and you don't need to arpeggiate the same area of the keyboard. You can move up and down the keyboard. For example, playing this C, then playing the next C, then another C, and back up again. So I may sing, I'll sing the song. Basically what I'm just doing is playing the same chord up the keyboard or down the keyboard. For example, having a C, C, another C, another thing you could do, instead of playing the C chord all the way up the keyboard, you can play and skip the middle note. So this C chord, skip the middle note, this C chord, skip the middle note, do it all the way up, but play the notes one at a time. Like this sounds so much nice when you wanna do an ending. So I ended up going a bit off track, but I hope it helps you with your left hand playing and you learn something else about arpeggiating as well. Thank you.